With an all-star cast of Idris Elba, Regina King, Delroy Lindo, why isn't anyone talking about this film? Well, it's because, in my opinion, I think it's just okay. No spoilers. The story starts with a tragic origin of our hero, Nat Love, where he sees his parents murdered by Rufus Buck. The film cuts to years later, where he tries to get revenge. Yeah, it's a simple revenge western movie. It's a little basic, but what I really want to talk about is the best and worst aspect of this film. Its style. This film feels as cool as its characters, with its use of zooms, quick cuts, freeze frame, POV shots, slick writing, and big dramatic crane shots. While all this stuff looks cool, it's style over substance. Its main narrative is a little weak because some of the characters' motivation don't exactly make sense. I can't point to too many examples because it will spoil the film, but the villain's motivation, it's a little, like, it kind of makes sense. Like, it makes sense, but like, it clearly wasn't the focus of this film. But it also feels like some characters' stories feel unresolved. Trudy Smith, she constantly is being put down and treated like a pawn of Rufus Buck, and it feels like there's like a sexist undertone, like she's just a woman, but there's no point where she proves she's more than just a pawn. She ends up being just as disposable as they kind of tell her to be. It's kind of disappointing. I thought they're gonna do something else with the character. Also, Bass Reeves and Nat Love's dynamic feels like it's missing a scene. Like, why do they add him to the group? He adds nothing to, like, I guess he's a cop, but like that barely plays a role. Like, kinda at the end, but not really. Oh yeah, all the characters are pretty much the same. They're all just badass cowboys, except for the comic relief guy. He's not really that funny to me, but I've seen people on Twitter find him funny, so yeah. But like, his story is like, it has the dumbest ending. It's kind of funny how little depth it is, like in a way that I'm laughing at the film kind of, but it's at the very end, so it would be a spoiler, and I'm trying not to spoil. So, and like, a lot of the crewmates have kind of no purpose in the film. Like one of them, I think her name was like Cuffy. It's implied that she has like a relationship with Mary, Zazie Beetz character, but like we don't see that, so we don't really know. It's just implied, and like her whole motivation is for Mary. I'm like, what? While doing research for the film, I found out this is actually a passion film for the director. He actually made a short called A Die by Dawn back in 2013 with the same characters. The late Michael K. Williams plays Nat Love in the movie. It follows Nat Love when he's older, but like, it's a different version of the movie because a character that dies in this movie is alive in that one, so they're not really connected anyway. And I'm not reviewing that film. I just think it's important to point this out because I do think this film is like a passion film. Like, I'm trying to show how much work went into this, and it really does show with the impressive visuals. The action feels classic westerns. They're just like big dramatic shoot-offs. I really did like it. It does feel very cool. But then again, in the shootouts, it does feel like kind of like a video game. Like, they kind of go in with barely a plan. They go in with like the most simple plan, and it's basically just shoot everyone. Like, it's a whole town filled with people. They're all like on top. They have the high ground, like, and they just like kill everything. Kind of like Red Dead Redemption. Like, he probably kills the same amount of people that Arthur kills in that game, but that's a video game. You're supposed to like have tons of enemies to kill. Then there's also the soundtrack, which was produced by Jay-Z, and I'm so conflicted on it. It's so good. Like, the song with Kid Cudi is just insane. There's so many like really good songs. There's a song with Lauryn Hill, like, it's so good. Like, sometimes it doesn't feel like a western, how western music is supposed to sound, but at the same time, I do feel like that's like an old way of thinking. I don't know. I did enjoy it though, so like, I can't take away from it. But I do feel like I just shitted on this movie for like a couple minutes, but it's actually like, it's a good movie. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's a very typical movie, but like, that's also kind of a good thing. It's not trying to do too much. It has a simple plot. There's even kind of a damsel in distress. It was kind of relaxing to watch. You could kind of predict what's gonna happen. I do feel like it's a good time. Like, the characters are very cool. Everything about this movie is just very cool. It is kind of nice to like get into this world of crime, and like, even though this movie is rated R and is like kind of graphic, I feel like it make a perfect kids movie, you know? Like, as a kid, you don't really like, you haven't really seen that many films, so I feel like this one would be just like incredible to watch as a kid. I don't know, maybe I'm just a bad influence. There was also some kind of funny scenes though, like when they go to the white people's town, it's literally painted white. I thought that was kind of cute. I thought that was kind of clever. Saying it's cute is kind of disrespectful. In the beginning of the film, the mom has like a fake tear running down her eye. It's kind of funny, but I don't think it's supposed to be funny. But like, aside from that, I think all the acting is pretty good, very solid. And yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Comment down below if you agree with my opinions. Comment down below what you thought of the movie. And yeah.